What's good? What's good? What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Hollywood Sports, bringing you another video. Guys, this is a little bit different type of video. Once in a while I do these kind of videos, but it's a little different from my normal video. If you're new to the channel, welcome to Hollywood Sports. Thank you for clicking on my video. You don't want to miss this, guys. So hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any more videos like this. As you can see on the screen, guys, you got Ronnie 2K on the screen, talking to Candace Parker. You know, they are bringing out the WNBA, which leads to my first point. The title of this video is 2K Take-Two Interaction versus EA Electronic Arts. You know, we always talk about comparisons, right? We talk about Xbox versus PlayStation. We talk about Live versus NBA 2K. We talk about FIFA versus PES. We talk about consoles versus PCs. But right now in this video, I want to talk about 2K versus EA. Okay, guys? And the thing I want to talk about is, you know, the NBA Live series had the WNBA first, and it was a great move, great idea to bring the WNBA to the game. And you know, the first video game to bring the WNBA in like that, and they didn't do anything with it. EA didn't do anything with it. Okay, now, but the reason why I bring this up, because look at what 2K is doing to the WNBA right now. They got my player for the women's NBA, right? They're talking about their ratings. They're doing it the right way. EA had it first and did not do anything with it. Why? Why? Because the management up in EA, the suits, the decision makers are not making the right decisions. Okay? Now, EA does not have enough developers, first of all. That's the big mistake EA is making. They don't have enough developers. Now, this is 2K versus EA, Electronic Arts. They don't have enough developers. That's why next gen is delayed. Now, people might say, well, how can it officially be delayed if there was no date? Well, I mean delayed as far as release date with the next gen consoles. And the reason why EA is always behind, because they don't have enough developers. They probably cut developers as far as we know. And that's why EA has developers working on Live. They have developers switching back to Madden. They have developers working on FIFA. They have developers working all over the place. They have no focus. They need more developers. Okay? EA does not focus on a good quality product. So they think they can cut developers. They think they don't need as many developers because they're not focused on quality. Okay? EA is sharing their developers with franchises because EA's attitude is just get by. If we can just get by, that's EA's attitude versus 2K. Now 2K has a company, has more of a motivation to be the best. We obviously know that's not EA's goal to be the best. They want to be the best, but you can see by their actions, they're not thinking about being the best. They're thinking about the dollar sign. The dollar sign. They want to be the best dollar sign. Okay? But 2K has a company that has more of a motivation to be the best, especially when it comes to details in a game. You guys know, man, 2K has always emphasized details in their game. Okay, look at this stuff on the screen, man. Look at this stuff on the screen, man. We haven't seen nothing from EA yet because they don't have enough developers, guys. That's just the bottom line. They don't have enough developers to focus on what they need to focus on. Their focus is in a different direction, and it's not quality. Okay, now 2K is about immersion. EA ain't thinking about no immersion. EA ain't thinking about no immersion. Now we're talking about 2K versus EA. EA company focus is how can we invest less but make more? How can we invest less money but make more money? That is the goal, in my opinion, of EA Sports. How can we do less and make more? That when they're in those boardrooms trying to put those plans together, that's what they're saying, guys. How can we have, and it's nothing wrong with that in business. You want less expenses and more profit. But when you start neglecting things that the consumer wants, that's when you run into problems. And that's where EA's at. That's why everybody's upset with EA. Okay? Now, they want to invest less, but they want more. The focus is not quality with high standards. It's not. Their focus is just ching, 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 ching. That is EA's focus. And there's nothing wrong with that focus, but you can't just be tunnel vision only on that focus. You got to focus on quality. You got to focus on your consumers. You got to focus on high standards. You got to focus on being an example. Okay, and they're not focused on any of those things. They're only focused on ching, ching, ching. As far as you look at the quality of their product, and when you don't have enough devs or delete some of your devs, that tells you you're not focused on quality. Okay, and that's why the timestamps on a lot of EA's things is always behind. Madden is behind, guys. Okay, we can clearly see how 2K has handled next gen and how EA has handled next gen. It's clear, right? It's a clear focus to everybody how 2K is doing it and how EA is doing it. The writing's on the wall, guys. It tells you where their focus is, all right? They just told us that the game was going to be delayed to December the 4th. They should have done that long time ago. Be more transparent. Okay? Another clear difference between 2K and EA is that 2K allows their developers to be excited about displaying their talents. EA don't let their developers display their talents because they're focused on the ching, ching, ching. Not the quality of the product, not trying to be the best. They're focused on the ching, ching, ching. Again, everybody wants to be the best, but you got to walk the walk before you talk the talk. Okay. So obviously, you see how 2K is allowing their developers to be excited about displaying their talents. So when the 2K devs come to work, guys, they're excited. They want to see people how good. They want to show people how good they are and the product and the quality that they're putting out. The EA devs, they're like, oh man, it's just a job, man. The suits want us to do this. They want us to do. They can't come into work and be excited about innovation. When they're programming, they're not excited at EA. I guarantee the morale at EA is down because those guys are there to do their job and to keep their job. They don't come in with the morale like 2K. I guarantee, man, their developers come in with a different attitude than if you saw EA developers come to work. Okay. Now, when the NFL tells 2K that they can make an NFL simulation football game, it's over. Because it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Do you think that NFL gave 2K the shield, the logo, rights to the NFL Players Association? They can do everything they want, but they just can't make a simulation game. You think they did all that? You can say, well, okay, 2K paid for those things. Yeah, you can say that. But guys, it's only the next step. They gave EA the due diligence, the respect, the right to do this thing one more time. And they ain't blowing it. We don't know what next gen EA gonna do. We don't know what next gen is all about. But they better wow us. They better blow the lid out of the water. The NFL's watching, guys, and a lot of people say, "Oh, the NFL don't care. The NFL don't care. They just think about the money." They care. Sometimes they might not have the time to pay attention to those things, but they care. And they almost opened up the license before, almost. So I'm calling it again, guys. 2K will be making a simulation game in 5 to 6 years, and EA is gonna blow it. EA is gonna be Madden's gonna be the next NBA Live. Okay. Why do you think NBA Live is having a tough time, guys? Because they don't have the developers. It's the bottom line. What's important to the suits? What's important? Ching, ching, ching. Okay? Now, let's think about Sony for a second. What if they had the rights to make an NFL game? Case closed. Case closed. If they made a game, a simulation football game like they did MLB The Show, case closed. Another example, EA is way behind. EA has the wrong focus. EA is not focused on quality. They're not focused on consumerism. They're not focused on satisfying the client. They're not focused on being the greatest. They're not focused on wowing us. They're not focused on anything but the ching, ching, ching. And that's all I have, guys. That's the difference between a good company and a great company. And EA is not considered a good company. Weren't they voted the worst company ever before? EA is on the inside focused on their wallet. That's it. That's it. But those times are about to change. I'm telling you guys, those times are about to change. All right, guys, I'm done with this video. I just showed you guys the difference between 2K and EA. If you're new to the channel, thank you for clicking on the video. Hit that subscribe button, hit your notification bell, hit that like button if you want to, and I will see everybody on my next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for watching.